I always considered myself a rational person, someone who believed in facts and logic, not in the supernatural. But last night, everything changed. It was just another late evening in the lab, surrounded by humming equipment and the sterile scent of cleaning agents. I was sorting through endless stacks of data when I stumbled upon a file labeled with my name. Curious, I opened it, only to feel my blood run cold. It was a detailed account of my own death, dated for the next day. My heart pounded in my chest as I read through the chilling details, each line more terrifying than the last, describing events that hadn't yet transpired but felt unnervingly real. Desperation clawed at me as I tried to rationalize the situation. Perhaps it was a prank, a sick joke by a colleague, but deep down, I knew no one in the lab had the tech skills to pull off something this elaborate. As the night wore on, I noticed small, unsettling things around me. The flicker of a light bulb, shadows that seemed to stretch impossibly long, and the subtle sensation of being watched. I rubbed my eyes, blaming exhaustion, but the creeping sense of dread was relentless. Each detail I read seemed to echo in the lab's eerie silence, a haunting premonition I couldn't shake. By the time the clock struck midnight, paranoia had set in. I decided to leave, hoping distance from the lab would clear my mind. But as I reached the exit, the electronic door refused to budge. Lights flickered, and the air grew heavy with tension. My phone pinged, displaying a message from an unknown number. "You can't escape fate." Panic surged through me as I frantically searched for another way out, the walls feeling like they were closing in. Every attempt to contact the outside world was met with silence, my calls and texts disappearing into the void. In the early hours of the morning, just as I was resigning to a sleepless vigil, I heard a noise, a soft whisper echoing through the lab. It was my own voice, reciting the final lines of the death file. I turned, confronting the impossibility of hearing my own voice before the darkness overwhelmed me. My last thought was the dread-filled realization that the file was not just a prediction, but a promise, and my efforts to change my fate had only led me to this moment. As the shadows closed in, I understood that some things were beyond comprehension, and the unknown waited for us all, just a day away.